Srimatre Namaha. Hello students, welcome to Ajitaha IAS Academy. In this lecture, we will discuss about land races, a concept which is in news because recently a woman who is called Seed Mother has been awarded a Padma Shri award for developing the and protecting the seed land races. So, let us understand land races and the relevant terminologies which might be asked in the prelims examination. I am not telling the name of an individual. Comment the name of the respected dignitary who was awarded the Padma Shri award. Okay. So let us discuss. Let us start our discussion. Land races are naturally occurring variants of commonly cultivated crops. Okay, and these are completely opposite to the commercially grown varieties. For example, BT cotton. BT cotton is a commercially grown variety, and these commercially grown varieties are developed through selective breeding, which are called hybrids, and genetic engineering. BT cotton is developed by taking the gene of a bacteria from the soil which can withstand certain insects and certain bacteria. That bacteria will affect the cotton crop. So the scientists have taken the gene of the bacteria which will protect the cotton seed which is present, and that bacteria is present in the soil. So they injected into the cotton seed through genetic engineering, and we are selecting a particular trait. That's why it is called as selective breeding. And this land races is completely different with respect, completely opposite with respect to the hybrids and commercially grown varieties. And along with this, let us also focus our understanding and information regarding the biodiversity. Biodiversity means bio and diversity. So, what? Why do we have a diversity? Because it is a natural mechanism for the crops to develop the traits to face challenging situation. For example, a crop that is grown in a hilly area can withstand the slope of the land and the soil texture and the flooding and the high wind situations, and it will have strong root system, and it will have so many other mechanisms, and an ape or a monkey living on the trees, they have more skills, and a bird living there and a tiger living there. So biodiversity means the diversity is a natural way of giving a certain strength to an organism in order to withstand the existing challenging situations. That is what biodiversity. And genetic diversity is a natural survival mechanism. For example, the tiger present in India is Asian tiger, and there are several other tiger species. Almost nine species were there, and three were extinct now. So the remaining six species have different small minor changes, and it has lot genetic diversity. So this kind of a genetic diversity is able to survive, is helpful in the chance of survival of a species called tiger. Okay, so if there is a more genetic pool, there are more chances of developing a trait which helps in the survival of an entire species itself. If there are more species of fishes, we can have more number of fishes which are helpful for the preserving of ecosystem and the nature which we are enjoying the fruits of. Understood? So, and if there are more monkeys, they are going to help the forest ecosystem, because with forest we are going to have lot many benefits. So this is what. So biodiversity and genetic diversity, we can add these points, whatever I have mentioned in the essay and mains. And but due to extreme climate events, not just those things which we have experienced in the 2021, even the previous years also, because every year whenever there is an IPCC report, they are saying that this year is the hottest, warmest year in the decade, like that. So due to extreme climatic events, there are extinction of species. Even the IPCC sixth extinction report also, we are undergoing the sixth mass extinction, they are saying, due to anthropogenic activities. Anthropogenic means human made activities. And there is another term that we need to remember with respect to the prelims is Kalbat. The UPSC might ask, what is Kalbat? What is related to? Like they will give a name and they will give an options what is related to. Kalbat is a unique landrace of scented rice. And don't focus much on the where it is available because they don't go into such a deep for UPSC prelims which region like that. Okay, we will focus on what it is. It is a unique landrace of scented rice. It is an example for the landrace, and it can offer better climate resilience. This is most important. It can also withstand against the flood and drought, and it can also offer better yield with lower input cost. The most important advantage of these land races is they give more yield in the long run with lower minimum input cost, and we can also provide the inputs which are locally available. We don't need to procure the high cost seeds and fertilizers, any other kind of pesticides. Okay, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, please comment below. We will provide the classes suitably according to them. And if you like the video, please subscribe, please like, and please share. Thank you so much.